I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah. Dirty started treat me like a stain, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah, yeah, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah, yeah, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me when it's cool, yeah. Keep one, move, yeah. You my little baby boo, yeah. I love you like my favorite color blue, yeah. Real spill, yeah. I'd rather be a broke, real, still rich. Fall in love with her. She just wanna be a VIP with her. Don't blame me.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Jets going up against the Raiders. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Charles Davis.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're under the command of their new signal caller for 2017, the 16-year veteran, now playing for his 8th NFL team, Josh McCown.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
McCown going to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. That throw good for 4. It's second down. And we take a look now at the New York offense.
The struggles of the New York Jets offense in 2016 were well documented. They struggled to run it, struggled to throw it. A lot of that because of inconsistent quarterback play. A big reason why they ended up 26 overall in offense in the NFL and went from 10-6 in 2015 to 5-11 in 2016.
And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line, and it moves the chains.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And the numbers on the ground for Matt Forte last week. 18 carries, 73 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down." They love being physical.
On first down, this is Forte. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go again with Powell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On first down, Shaw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line.
Looking to throw on second down. Shaw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And he's got room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Forte gets the handoff from McCown. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here. Now. Throwing is McCown on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On is the second-year man from Sam Houston State, Lachlan Edwards, to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. As he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open the season.
Yeah, 2 under the lights. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down. Shaw. He gets it here to Peake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. On 1st and 10, Shaw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Off the bootleg. Shaw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here's Matt Forte as he gets set to go and heads back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On second down, Forte. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. Complete outright to Kurz. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. Now McCown. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working from the gun. McCown. Incomplete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun here for McCown. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go. Green 19.
McCown looks to throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Again, they'll throw with McCown. Sets up the screen to Forte. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. Remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Broken tackle. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things and get on out for the half.
Throwing on first down. Shaw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
0, 1 or 2. I'm going to say 2.
On first down, Shaw. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out to kick is Janikowski. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Bilal Powell and his offensive mates retaking the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game.
Well, I had to get
Maybe
Sharon Peak on the team.
A little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game
Great
yet.
football
The
player.
question is, will they?
Jets ain't using him.
They start on the ground with Forte. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now a second timeout called for.
But I didn't even see that the.
So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Again they run, again it's Forte. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
Oh, it did.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've reached half. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get you that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
What is that?
Now a handoff here to his running back. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. He's got his man on the cross. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room. And coming under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got Pete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They could not be more opposite in build, but coming into 2017, Matt Forte pretty much neck and neck with Darren Sproles for most receptions by a running back.
Yeah, both guys just over 500 into the year. They'll give it up to Forte. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder, D. Milliner. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Turnover differential last year in the NFL, the bottom 5 teams you'd expect: Rams, Browns, the Jags, the Bears, and the Jets, tied at -20. These Jets, they have to solve that QB situation.
They, along with the other team,
taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll try to get the running game going with Forte. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's McCown. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Off the play fake to Forte, McCown. He's got Curse. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense, so you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And an update from a game going on out in Denver. The Broncos, they're continuing to pour it on. Derek Carr with 1 touchdown pass thus far. This will be taken in at the 1. And some room to roam now. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Johnny Holton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the silver and black continue to roll. Well, they're just having fun. I mean, they are clicking on every single cylinder, offense, defense, and here, special teams.
And how about the extension of the lead? This one felt a lot like, you remember Seattle-Denver Super Bowl 48? Percy Harvin to start the 2nd half. Seattle was already firmly in control. Now, they feel like they can't be caught.
Yeah, they are firmly in control right now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jihad Ward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
A give. This is Forte. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
To throw is McCown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Going to give this time to the tailback. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Back to the ground, this time Lynch. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Here's Manuel. He's got it over the middle. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him a first down yardage there. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out to kick is Janikowski. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And oh, he coughed it up, and the Raiders have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
I think E.J. Manuel's in the starting job.
Absolutely. First down, the run with Lynch. Lynch busting free. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Marshawn Lynch, welcome back, Beast Mode. We've missed you. The end zone's probably missed him. I know he's missed the end zone, too.
Look, we're way up over the top of the stadium. All right, we're up a ways from it. But did you feel it? Did you feel the earth move a little bit? When he gets to the end zone, you feel it in a stadium.
And you know that the crowd, no matter who they're cheering for, they were waiting for this moment. The return into the end zone of Marshawn Lynch. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, it's McCown. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
McCown throwing on second. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse, and it's 3rd and 5. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
From the gun on 3rd, McCown. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep him here.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now Manuel. He completes it to Peak. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt. And here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go now.
The drive begins with a run by Forte. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. good, solid yardage, he'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Second down following the run. McCown looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ardarius Stewart, and it's third down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Here's Forte. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. Time for a break as he's on to punt for New York. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. They start the drive with Lynch. And some room to work. And nothing but daylight ahead. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know...
Next up, we go on Call of Duty.
How can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Out to kick is Janikowski.
70-10. D-Horn, how many more times I can score in a minute?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring
D-Horn
this
says I
one
can score
out.
15.
This
Let's
goes
see.
down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. On first and 10, here's McCown. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Back to the air on second down. McCown. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of
Surprisingly,
bounds.
Dean
So
Milner,
they will
another
gain a bit of
ex-Jet,
yardage on the
looks
play,
great.
actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
What you got,
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
That's what I'm saying. I got a bunch of ex-Jet.
The Jets on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, they're all fucking really good.
On the draw, McCown leads it to Forte. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now McCown. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
McCown gonna throw. And down he goes. Brought down for intercept.
And Deion Jordan, he's fucking balling.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go with Forte, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
I don't know, Johnny Holton.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden.
It was necessary, dude. This is the fucking game we played last week.
Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about it.
Birds don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out now come the Jets. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
On first down, McCown. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And this looks to probably be the final play.
You want me to throw Sharon Pete or Noah Brown? You want me to throw Brown or Sharon Pete? Okay, Brown.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep. It's caught inside the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel.
It's not. It's a computer game, baby.
I gotta go play it on the computer.
It's a computer game.
Huh?
It's an old computer game.
Know you please, know you please. Where's the old computer?
I don't know.
I think you want. I think Dad has one.